Hey guys, welcome to Story Time. Let's talk about it. This story time is about how other officers, the bad bunch, will put other inmates against one another. And I'm going to explain exactly what I'm talking about. So a lot of situations like this usually happen in lockdown units. So say for instance, like I said, North 2 back in the 90s, North 2 was for protective custody, administrative segregation, and inmates that had disciplinary reports. So that's what North 2 was back in the 90s. So if an officer is working with another officer and they may have somebody in North 2 that they can't stand, or that maybe was in one of the other units that gave hell, or there was some beef going on, and they find out that the person that the person was beefing with back in another housing unit is in that North 2. Oh yeah, they will set them up. And before I even go into detail, this just go to show you that, hell, you can't even trust the officers. That's why it's good if you got a couple of good ones, because the majority of them, they from the street. And most of the officers that was at the jail and down Lorton were from D.C. Hell, I'm from D.C. But a lot of them was from D.C. And this is what they did. So a lot of officers will set people up because it's street beef or something that happened back in the day or whatever the case may be. But anyway, so an inmate was out on the floor doing his rec time and everything like that. And do you know another officer let this other inmate out that was in administrative segregation to get to that inmate, and that inmate got stabbed? And we had to call a fucking code blue. And this is the thing. He knew that they weren't supposed to be out at the same time. He knew. Those officers be knowing that inmates are not supposed to be out at the same time. They know that you're supposed to. If you work in that lockdown unit, if you got a PC, a protective custody inmate out in the unit during their phone time and rec time, that hour, they're supposed to be out there by themselves. You're not even supposed to have a detail person out with a protective custody inmate. Administrative segregation, the same. But a lot of times with administrative segregation, you may be able to let a detail person out as long as you ask that person, you know it's okay for them to go ahead and finish cleaning up the tier or anything like that. If they are right with it, you can do it. But other than that, you don't do it. But I'm gonna tell you, inmate got stabbed and sent over to DC General, all because officers or officer had beef with that inmate. So yeah, you gotta watch out for the fucking officers too. Stay tuned for the next story time.